There is a specific kind of woman who never comes for you directly. She does not fight you. She does not confront you. She simply positions herself closer and closer to the person you love and waits to see what happens. She smiles at you warmly. She brings cookies. She laughs at all the right moments. And all the while, she is testing, pushing, looking for the crack in what you have that she can quietly walk through. My name is Emma. And my neighbor was exactly that kind of woman. This is the story of what I saw, what I did not say, what I eventually said, and why the way I handled it is the thing I am most proud of. Ryan and I moved into our new apartment in September. 3rd floor. Corner unit. Big windows. It was the first home we had shared together. 2 years of dating. 6 months of talking about it. And finally, the keys in our hands. The boxes stacked in the hallway. The beginning of something that felt real and permanent and ours. I remember standing in the empty living room on the first evening. Ryan beside me. Both of us looking out at the city lights below. He put his arm around me and said, "This is it. This is our life. Right here." I leaned into him. And I felt completely certain. About him. About us. About everything we were building. I wish I could tell you that feeling lasted without interruption. But then, we met Mia. Mia lived directly across the hall. We met her on our second day in the building. She knocked on our door with a plate of homemade cookies and a smile that could stop traffic. She was beautiful. There is no other word for it. Tall. Effortlessly stylish. The kind of woman who looks put together even in casual clothes. She introduced herself warmly. Asked about where we had moved from. Told us about the building. Which neighbors were friendly. Which ones to avoid. Which coffee shop on the corner was worth the extra walk. Ryan liked her immediately. He was laughing within 3 minutes. That easy relaxed laugh of his that I loved. I liked her too. At first. She seemed genuinely kind. Genuinely welcoming. The kind of neighbor you feel lucky to have. But there are people who are very good at seeming like exactly what you need them to be. In the first few minutes. It is what comes after the first few minutes that tells you who they actually are. The small things started almost immediately. And I want to be careful here. Because each small thing on its own was explainable. Each one could have been innocent. Mia knocked on our door again 3 days later. She had made extra pasta. Did we want some? She asked Ryan specifically. Not us. Ryan. He thanked her. She stayed for 20 minutes. The conversation was mostly between her and Ryan. I was there. But somehow, not really included. A week later she appeared in the building lobby while Ryan and I were leaving for dinner. She complimented his jacket. Very specifically. Very warmly. Her hand briefly touching his sleeve. Then she smiled at me. Like an afterthought. In the elevator she asked Ryan about his work. She remembered details he had mentioned once in passing. Details I had to remind myself of sometimes. She had not forgotten a single one. I noticed all of it. Filed it away. Said nothing. Told myself I was being insecure. That Mia was just friendly. That not everything was a threat. But something quiet and certain inside me did not believe that. It was a Thursday evening in November. I had left work an hour earlier than usual. Headache. Long week. I just wanted to go home. I came out of the elevator on the 3rd floor. And stopped. Mia was in the hallway. Standing outside our door. Very close to Ryan. Her hand on his arm. Her head slightly tilted. That specific way women tilt their heads. When they want someone to feel like they are the most interesting person in the world. Ryan was smiling. Leaning against our door frame. Relaxed. Comfortable. They had not heard the elevator. They had not seen me yet. I stood at the end of the hallway for a moment. Long enough to see clearly. Long enough to understand exactly what I was looking at. Then I walked forward. Calmly. My heels on the hallway floor. Ryan saw me first. That smile changed. Mia turned around a half-second later. Her expression shifted smoothly. Professional almost. From intimate to neighborly in the time it takes to blink. Emma, she said. Warmly. Like we were old friends. I was just telling Ryan about the building's rooftop garden. You two should check it out sometime. I looked at her. At her hand which had dropped from Ryan's arm. At the careful brightness of her smile. And I said. That sounds lovely. I think your apartment is that way though. Have a good evening, Mia. She left. Smoothly. Without a flicker. I opened our front door. And walked inside. Ryan closed the door behind us. I put my bag down. Took off my coat. Went to the kitchen. Put the kettle on. Ryan stood in the kitchen doorway watching me. Emma. Tea? I asked. Emma. I turned around. He looked uncomfortable. Not guilty exactly. Uncomfortable in the way people look when they know a conversation is necessary. And are not sure how it is going to go. I sat at the kitchen table. He sat across from me. I looked at him calmly. And asked him one question. Do you enjoy her attention? He held my gaze. To his credit he did not look away. It's flattering, he said. When someone is interested in you. That is just honest. But Emma. I was not encouraging it. And I was going to say something to her. I did not know how. And I kept telling myself it was harmless. I should not have done that. I should have said something the first time. And I am sorry I didn't. I sat with that for a moment. The honesty of it. The accountability in it. The fact that he did not minimize what I had seen. Did not tell me I was overreacting. Did not make me feel small for noticing. I trust you, I said finally. That has not changed. But trust is not free, Ryan. It is earned. Every single day. And what I need from you is to be the first person who protects what we have. Not the last. The next time someone makes you feel like this is acceptable, I need you to be the one who makes it clear that it isn't. Not me. You? He nodded. Slowly. Seriously. Understood, he said. I mean that. And I believed him. Things changed after that conversation. Not dramatically. Not in a way anyone outside our apartment would have noticed. But in small important ways. The next time Mia appeared in the lobby, Ryan was friendly, polite, and brief. He did not lean against door frames. He did not laugh at every single thing she said. He stood beside me. Not across from her. Small things. But the right things. Mia noticed. I could see her recalibrating. Reassessing. The warmth in her smile became slightly more formal. Her knock on our door became less frequent. then stopped. Because women like Mia are not interested in situations that require actual effort. They are interested in situations that offer easy access. The moment the access became clearly unavailable, she redirected her attention elsewhere. And I do not say that with bitterness. I say it with clarity. Because understanding what someone is actually doing removes their power to do it. I want to tell you what I learned from this. Not about Mia. About myself. The old version of me would have handled this very differently. She would have been anxious for weeks before saying anything. She would have dropped hints. Waited to see if Ryan noticed on his own. Made herself smaller and quieter and more agreeable. Hoping the problem would resolve itself without her having to be direct. The old version of me was afraid of looking insecure. Afraid of being called jealous. Afraid of making something out of nothing. But here is what I know now. Trusting yourself is not the same as being insecure. Noticing something is not the same as being jealous. And speaking clearly about what you see and what you expect is not making something out of nothing. It is taking yourself seriously. A confident woman does not compete with other women. She does not perform indifference. She does not pretend she did not see what she clearly saw. She simply says what is true. Calmly. Directly. Without apology. And then she watches what happens next. And what happens next tells her everything she needs to know. About the situation. About the other person. And most importantly, about herself. Ryan and I are still in that apartment. 3rd floor. Corner unit. Big windows. Mia is still across the hall. We nod when we pass each other. Politely. Nothing more. And our life continues. Quietly. Honestly. On our own terms. If you are watching this, and you recognize something in this story, I want to say one thing to you. Trust what you see. Say what you mean. Expect what you deserve. And never mistake silence for strength. Real strength speaks calmly, clearly, and without apology.